What the? Alright, it's probe time. So last time I did the kill switch there, the whole thing. There you go. So all that is in place where it's gonna be. So now I'm gonna work a little bit on the wiring. So this is the cables I have. I'm gonna keep using this. This is not the best cable, but it's pretty good. I prefer to use thicker cable so it has a little less drop-in resistance, but right now it's extra long because the battery was in the back, so now it's not there, and this part is there. So I'm gonna see about making this work the way it's supposed to work. Okay, so inside the car, I'll show you later, the cable is laid out the way I like it. So now I have this cable here. Now this is where the battery would be. So the battery actually would have been OEM here, I think. Yeah, I think it was here. Okay. So this was positive. You have one lead that goes to this distribution box, and it powers everything else. And then one lead would go to the starter, which is right here. And that, I think, is pretty much it, I guess. Very not complicated. So if you look at how big the cable was, just keeps on going. I'm just gonna make it short. I'm gonna lay it out like this. Make it more interesting, I guess, but the shorter the better. So I'm just gonna chop right here where there's this mark, and that's gonna be in the new cable. It'll give me enough play to play with it, so it's important. It's important to be able to play with things. So yeah, let me chop. And grab. I mean, it's there, and it comes out. Actually, no, it just comes out of the sheeting. Okay, that's good. I could solder this. You know what? I'm probably gonna do that. I'm just gonna put a little solder inside, just to take up the slack. I mean, it's good. It's not the best. Let me show you the one I like to do. Alright. Let me show you what I like. So I like to make them like this, because it's super easy. I never had any issue. I do have to clean them, but this is like quick fusion solder. So I find them on McMaster, so I just buy a few. I just ran out this time, so that's why I was crimping. Let me get you closer to this. So it's basically, you heat it up with the solder. It has the flux and everything. You clean out the cable and just shove it in, and that's it. And it's done. Just wait for it to cool down. And it's one of the most perfect joints I ever have. Don't forget to clean the flux off just a little bit. Just use brake cleaner or whatever once it's cooled down. But this is typically 100% perfect. And now, if you look here, this is 0 gauge, so 1 0 gauge, whatever that be. It's thick, so it's you look at my pinky, for comparison, my nail, it doesn't want to. Oh, there you go. You get, it's very thick. Like, the shielding is very thin. There's a lot of meat in there, and this is inside the probe. It's like a quarter of the size. So this is not even gauge 4. This is gauge 0, basically 0-1, and this is not even that. It looks very similar in overall thickness, but look how much of insulation there is and all the crap inside. So somehow this powered up by V6 car, so it definitely didn't have that much cranking juice. So I think that's a good suspect. Why? Because I used this in the probe and the Opel, and it's perfect. There is no issue with the battery. It'll just crank as much as you like. So definitely a big difference. So I guess you get what you paid for, and I paid for with the car. It's okay. And the way, now if you don't have any kind of tools, you would just kind of take one of this and just kind of bash it with a hammer or vise and just kind of crimp it. You can see that it's moving inside of this thing. So this is very poor connection. So I guess that was a lot of issues with cranking. Let's see how well it's gonna crank with the rewired system. I didn't use this, but I will use a section of this cable for the battery, because it already has one terminal on this. I just need to give it the other terminal for the battery side, and it's done. So wiring 100 something. So anyways, the good stuff.